Now I'm going to say this, gentlemen. Over the past 2 days, YouTube has lowered the amount of views they say I've gotten. And I've heard this complaint from many, many, many YouTubers, providers. And I don't know if they go through and they gradually remove links, right? So if you're reposting my video through Facebook or other social media sources, I would like to encourage you to continue to do so. Continue to do that. If you're being stopped, put in the comments what's going. If YouTube isn't allowing it or Facebook isn't allowing it. It's interesting as far as a research perspective to know what's going on. When I drop from 60, 50, 70,000 views a day down to 35 or 40, and it's happened for a few days consistently, that's telling me something. It's telling me that old videos are not being watched as much, because the new videos I'm producing, like this one, are getting a lot of attention, and they're continuing to increase the number of views I get in the first week. So I know that the produced videos are continuing to be watched. But other links that are coming to my channel, by checking the analytics, I know that they're not being spread around. So I want to encourage men to repost all videos they like. And I can't give permission for other channels, but I can give permission for this channel. And I don't mean reposting on YouTube, rather, but posting in other media sources, putting a link back so that men can find this material. I think there might be an effort. And it's not just Mgtow where this is happening. It's all alternative news, alternative opinion that's being affected by this. It's the new fake news paradigm efforts by certain powers that be to stop this. And as I've said, we fight, us individually, on a personal level. It's very personal what's going on to us. But we are only part, right? It's not a conspiracy against John. It's not a conspiracy against you. It's a conspiracy against all men. Feminism is a conspiracy, not a secret conspiracy. It's in your face. And it's a conspiracy against all men. So when we recognize it and see it, right, we want to share it. And there's a conspiracy now to try and slow down the exposure. Because that's what I'm doing, is exposing this. I'm exposing everyone, and I'm showing that I'm not afraid. Men need to stop being afraid. And the most abusive, disgusting, filthy techniques are being used against me. The most loathsome effort to threaten me about my children. That is disgusting and low. And it was a direct threat. That is what they do in order to control us. And I want all men to know it, and to see it, and to understand it, and hear how I passionately object to it, and will not submit to it. See, because the effort that she made to stop me from continuing to do Mgtow videos, she and other women, my exes, the effort is not only going to affect me. I'm just producing a video. It's affecting all of you. It's affecting your brothers, your cousins, your friends, your relatives, your countrymen, and men internationally. If I am forced to stop, or I succumb to the threats of persisting abuse, then I cease to affect change in a positive way through my right to speak freely and educate men. I'm not done. They can't stop me. And it is indeed filthy. And it's disgusting, the efforts that are made to do that to me. And I only plan on living. See, this is one of those things that women do. They threaten men continuously because they want to continue to control them. And they don't want to be exposed as the filthy little scumbags they are. Men do not do that. And I'm going to say men in general. I know there are bad men out there that hurt women emotionally. That's women's fights on their individual levels. But what I want understood is that men, for the most part, when they've had it with a woman, will leave her. That's the type of guy I am, at the very least. And the type of men I interview, when I talk to them, they're just like, I want to get away from her. I'm tired of her abuse. I'm tired of her manipulation. I'm tired of her lying, right? I'm tired of her drama and her manipulation, her guilt, her threats, her shaming me, her using social controls like family members to get to them. Men are tired of that. When men want to get away from a woman, they want to get away. They want to get away. And women hang on to them. They text them. They abuse them. They harass them. And really the only way to stop them, and I want to say this loud and clear, you want to stop this threat? I know the mechanism. It's not hard to do, and it's not expensive. And you can get it done, because the damage is very real. And that'll be in another video for another time. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this. I want to thank you for fan funding, hitting the support button, supporting this channel, right? You guys support me in all ways through that. There's some guys that have contributed larger amounts, some guys it's $1 here and there. You know, it makes a difference. Clicking the subscribe button makes a difference. Clicking the thumbs up makes a difference. So I ask you guys to do that. That's how you can contribute, as well as your comments. Your comments are dynamite, right? Sharing your stories. And I would ask any man that's made it through, 35.5 minutes of this, share your stories in the comments on all videos. Share your stories if they are relative to the subject matter or if you feel they're important enough to share from a Mgtow perspective. Share those stories with us. Because there are stories of doom. And we can relate to them because we've been there. We're not alone in this. You're not alone. I'm not alone. Share your solution. Share what happened so that other men know what they can do, so they have other options directly, and so they can also see the consequences of what has happened. Because once again, this video and all my videos are not about hating women. It's about hating an ideology, right? An ideology of hate. So am I hating it? Or am I denying its influence? Am I hating feminism? Or do I think it's evil and destructive? Right? Is it hate to take on an adversary? Is it hate to fight evil? Is it hate to deny the control of yourself? It's not hate. It's not hate speech. See, that's another threat they'll use, is your hate. Your hate. No, I'm not. I'm about liberation and freedom, and about denying hate and destruction of man, of men. I am anti-hate. I want to walk away from feminism, men going their own way. And on all fronts, I am continually faced with the agents of feminism. When I go to the store, they are there. When I go to the post office, they are there. When I go to work, yes, work. Feminism is at my work. It is a hateful ideology that wants to destroy men. When I drive my car, I am met with feminist ideology, if you can believe that. When I stop at a stop sign, the commentary, the looks, not as John, Mgtow is freedom, but just as a man, just trying to get down the road. When I'm at the hospital, I am approached in a threatening manner. I am spoken to by feminists in an angry tone, in a tone that assumes ownership and control over me. It is horrible what men are having to face and what women are allowed to be getting away with. That's why I want to expose it. I want to expose it through all of these videos. And I believe in the Mgtow philosophy of starving them. I do. Deny them their money. Their parasitic skills will wither on the vine. Deny them marriage. If you think she's a real woman, go ahead. You find out later she's a feminist. Denying them money and access to your power. Deny them access to your ability to produce. That is what we men need to do. As well as take it to them and exposing them. So other video producers out there, you're exposing feminism. You're exposing women for what they are. Right? My exes have exposed themselves, and I share stories about them. And I talk about them in not friendly terms because they are not friendly people. We need to keep doing that. We need to make our voices heard. We need to, as men, share all these videos through the share button, through other social media, such as Facebook, whatever other social media out there. I don't know. I Twitter. You can follow me at My Prepared Mind. I'm sorry. Jeez. Mgtow is freedom. At my Mgtow is freedom. You can follow me that way through the Mgtow maze, trying to get men to realize and get out of this stuff. You can follow me there, but I'm not huge on social media, and perhaps I should be, but I'm getting better at this. Most importantly, I want to produce videos with good content that is educational, and I want to produce videos that men can watch that encourage them fully to not be afraid, to not cower, to not bend their wills to come in line with that of feminists and their demands. With great brotherly love, I want to thank you. And I want to wish you a good day. I want to say Semper Fi. I have the penis. And threats don't work on me. And I will continue to record conversations that people have with me, at the very least so I can play them back for myself and listen to the subtleties in the voice and the nastiness. Because I don't ever want to forget and make that mistake again, to trust a woman to be a decent human being when they've already proven to me they are far, far, far from it. I have the penis. Mgtow is freedom. Semper Fi.